Hello everyone, my name is Justin Peterson. I'm running for Executive President. Before we get started, Eric Brown. Eric and his committee have been working tirelessly behind the scenes for the past 2 weeks, so let's give him a round of applause. When I sat down to write this speech, I did what we've all been taught to do. I thought about my audience. I thought about what I would want to hear if I was watching this on my computer or in the zone tonight. I've already heard all the quotes from Thomas Jefferson and overused proverbs. So I thought I'd go ahead and describe what, to me, makes the perfect SGA president. To do so, I came up with a few helpful words to guide us. Experience, genuineness, collaboration, diligence, communication, and confidence. Experience. In order to even run for the position of president, one should always come with sufficient experience under their belt. For me, I bring 2 years of experience as president of my class. I bring 2 years of experience serving on Smith-Jackson's Student Life Committee. From there, I am a member of Student Life Committee's subgroup, the Committee on Alcohol, where I've had the rare experience to see the perspective on alcohol at Elon through the spectacles of administrators rather than only the eyes of a student. As a freshman, I served on Chase Rumley's Homecoming Committee and helped plan Elon's biggest week of the year. I served on John Bateman's SGA Constitution Bylaws Ad Hoc Committee, evaluating and amending the documents as we saw fit. This year, I have had the honor and privilege of serving as the chair of the Student Issues Committee, arguably the principal and center committee of any student government. From this committee, I was able to pass a significant piece of legislation calling for 7 additional 30-minute temporary parking spots to be added to Mosley to take care of the many students Elon has living off campus. But personal experience alone should never be satisfactory for this position. Only when you learn from your predecessors can you take advantage of and build off of past experience. Personally, I've been able to seek advice from SGA presidents such as our current Chase Rumley, the former Rob Saunders, and the legendary Michael Bumbry. With advice, opinions, warnings, and tips from these individuals, it's safe to say that I've given myself the leg up necessary to step into this high office. Interestingly enough, the most emphasized piece of advice I took away from these conversations was be genuine. Genuineness. The perfect SGA president will be elected as himself. He will not, nor should he need to be anything other than his true self in order to attain the reputation necessary to be elected into his position. Gaining support through the use of an insincere persona is repulsive, yet surprisingly transparent to most people. No matter, this practice has no place in the role of the president, and I will never use it in any facet of the job. To be genuine, however, goes farther than just this. The president is expected to make decisions on endless categories of topics and issues, many of which he may have no knowledge on. It is in these times that the perfect president can admit his weaknesses and seek individuals who simply know more than he in the particular field. But only with this characteristic will he be able to do the next on our list: communication. If there's one thing I've done well in SGA so far, it's communicating. Through the means available to me, I have made a point of keeping my class updated and out of the dark on everything relevant and helpful to them. I strongly believe that the preventative solution to the majority of conflicts is strong communication. Thus, I promise to give you the interaction that you deserve. Diligence. SGA does a lot of great and notable work on this campus and university. However, with any organization, there are holes that need to be patched. With my experience in the Senate, we have considered 3 different pieces of legislation that had already been dealt with, and for one reason or another, died quickly after leaving the floor. Why should we have to spend our precious time researching, writing, constructing, editing, submitting, presenting, debating, and voting on work that has already been done? I propose that this organization expand upon its diligence to beyond the Senate. I want to see the authors follow their work until it's through the system for better or for worse. It's rather useless to work so hard to pass legislation that gets lost on somebody's desk or forgotten by the next person in charge. If we strive to be more diligent, to focus on delivering legitimate solutions to students' concerns as opposed to giving half effort on many, our organization and our school will be much better off, and we will have much more to be proud of at the end of the day. Collaboration. For me, I understand that I am not an expert in everything, and I'm content with the fact. The last thing you want in a leadership role is a person who A, thinks he knows everything, B, won't accept any solution other than his own, and C, someone who gets defensive when challenged. I am not any of these, will not, nor will I be any of these things if elected. In order to be honestly successful in anything you do, you have to consider the opposing opinion. Big issues, small issues, it doesn't matter. Any issue must end in a decision, and all decisions, at least the good ones, are made with the consideration of the alternative. And confidence. Now, a great president will collaborate well, but the perfect president knows when it's time to collaborate and when it's time to make a decision. This principle applies to a handful of situations, the most familiar being representation versus personal opinion. As class president, I have been forced to practice this balance at every meeting. What I mean is, with every piece of legislation, there eventually becomes a vote, and with the vote comes a decision. This decision is a collaboration of opinions of my constituents and my personal opinion. I guarantee you that with every important issue brought to my attention, I will never act without consulting others. But if necessary, you can count on me to make the decision prompt and with confidence. Now, will I make the perfect SGA president? Of course not. If I said I was, I'd be giving you a promise that I can't keep, and I don't do that. At the same time, the perfect president doesn't either. But nobody has ever, nor ever will be the perfect SGA president. Some will just get closer than others. Elect me next Tuesday and Wednesday, and you can be the judge of how close I get. Thank you.